4. The green flag is out and we are underway. Riley Younce and Ron Hill, who are very quick in their heat races, again side by side for the start. Blaine Younce back there as well as they come out of turn number 2 down the backstretch. Brandon Dixon, Albert Curtis, Riley Fuller can throw a blanket over everybody as they come out of turn number 4. Ron Hill leading that lap as they came by, but again, 3 nearly 4 wide as they go through the exit of turn number 2. Everybody trying to find a place in that traffic jam as they come down also into turn 3. Brandon Dixon looks to the inside, thought about making it 3 wide, but it's going to be Ron Hill who will lead lap number 2. Blaine Younce very quick as well. Riley Younce floating back to the middle of that pack now into third. Brandon Dixon to the inside of Riley Younce. Here comes Albert Curtis behind Riley Younce as well. Also moving up on the inside line. Here comes the 17R of Riley Fuller. Ron Hill, and Albert Curtis spins down in turn number 1 in the 10 car. We'll see if he's able to keep it going, and the caution flag comes out. So again, Pure Stocks, the first feature race here for us this evening. As Ron Hill, the monkey man, now he's got Riley Fuller to the inside of row number 2. So we'll see what plays out. Hill very slow through 3, out of turn 4, hits the gas, and we are back underway with 8 laps remaining. Brandon Dixon and also Blaine Younce coming up very quickly to the inside. Here comes Riley Fuller, the inside of Ron Hill, side by side for the lead. There is your points battle right there. Riley Fuller and Ron Hill side by side out of turn number 3 as well. Here they come out of 4. Riley Fuller will lead the lap by nose. 5 laps down with 7. Here comes Younce as well as Brandon Dixon in that group as they're 2 by 2 side by side for first, second, third, and fourth. Down the backstretch they go into 3 out of turn number 4. What an exciting race. Here they come out of 4. Still side by side for the lead. Halfway by this time. Here they go again. Riley Fuller by a nose trying to keep that lead up front. Ron Hill in the 72 again battles back to the outside. Brandon Dixon in third and Younce to the outside of Dixon trying to get that third spot as well. Riley Fuller very quick on the inside line. Ron Hill the outside, and it's Riley Fuller, and then again Ron Hill battling back to the outside line. Those two lap after lap side by side. Younce now solidly up into third. Ron Hill takes a peek to the inside of Riley Fuller down inside of turn number 1. Can't get the pass with 4 laps remaining. Down the backstretch they go. Younce also catching up to that group, running the high side line. Here comes Younce to the high side. He'll challenge Ron Hill for second as they come out of 4. Riley Fuller showing the way. Ron Hill a little slow through the exit of turn number 2. Younce side by side with now Ron Hill as Riley Fuller solidly into that first spot as she comes out of turn number 4. 2 laps to go for Riley Fuller. Lap traffic just in front of him. Fuller goes to the midline. Here comes Younce to her high side, right on a bumper. Ron Hill there with them. How are they going to negotiate the lap traffic? Younce to the outside of Fuller, side by side for the lead out of turn number 4. Here they come. Who's it going to be? 1 more lap to go. Fuller and Hill run a race for the lead. Here they come. Here comes Younce to the outside as well. Younce taking the lead down the backstretch. Blaine Younce looking for win number 2. Here comes Riley Fuller back to the inside. Here they come for the win. Who will it be? Blaine Younce followed by Fuller and Hill at the line. Brandon Dixon and the rest of the group as they come by. How about a big hand for our winners? To the outside of row 1. Here they come out of turn 3, out of turn 4. Green flag is out for the 12-lap feature event, the Midwest Outlaw Vintage Racers. Z28 of David Baldwin very quick to the inside line. He's got Ron the Fultz just behind him. Andy Wiles now sliding back. Dennis Fair in the 5th position and 7th, but out front it's the 21. That's Mike LaFultz as they dance around the corner. Baldwin gets loose in turn number 4. Baldwin trying to refire his machine, and the caution flag will need to come out. Looks like Baldwin is able to keep it going, and so he'll rejoin the field at the back. Meanwhile, up front, it's Mike LaFultz with a handy-sized lead as he comes through 3 and 4. Ron the Fultz behind him in the 20 car. It's son and father. Mike the Fultz, the younger of the two, obviously. Ron the Fultz, the dad, in the 20 car. Andy Wiles in the 53 now in the 3rd position with Dennis Fair in 4th and Steve Tanner now in 5th. Very quickly, 3 laps up on the board. Looks like Fair's going to put a little pressure on Wiles there. Fair in the 7 car. Also Steve Tanner back there. He'll make a run for that position. Goes a little high this time at the exit of turn number 2 and loses a little ground. Fair now goes shooting on the inside of Wiles. Makes the pass. Here's the crossover move. And Wiles answers back and gets that position back in the 53 car. Fair and Wiles, a great battle back there for 3rd and 4th. Meanwhile, your leader getting challenged. Here comes the dad up on the son, the 21 car. Mike LaFultz getting pressure from Ron just behind him as they come through the exit of turn number 4. Ron the Fultz looks to the outside. They'll have a slower car just in front of a Baldwin who spun earlier. Mike LaFultz spins unassisted down in turn number 2, facing the wrong direction. Everybody getting around him as the caution flag comes out here. As Ron takes him slowly through the corner, green flag is out and we are back underway. Wiles very quick to the inside line. He's going to challenge for the lead going down into turn number 1. Guthrie right there with Dennis Fair as well. Here comes Mike LaFultz charging from the back of the field, trying to make up those positions as he spun down there in turn number 2 to bring out our caution flag. Ron the Fultz still leading as we're at the halfway point this time by lap number 6 of 12. Guthrie now moving up into 3rd as the 7 of Fair goes to the high sideline, sliding up a couple of positions there as he goes the high side of 2. Guthrie now into 3rd. Ron the Fultz, your leader, with Wiles 2nd. Guthrie 3rd. Mike LaFultz now up into 4th with Dennis Fair in 5th. Exit of turn number 2. And again, it's Ron the Fultz now showing the way by about 5 car lengths. Guthrie putting some pressure on Wiles for 2nd as they come through turn number 4. Ron the Fultz, a feature win back on May 26th, looking for win number 2 this season here in I-35. Mike LaFultz again from the back of the field putting some pressure on Guthrie now for 3rd, looking to the inside line as they come through turn 3. Ron the Fultz slips up just a little bit coming through turns 1 and 2. Here's Guthrie spinning down in turn number 2. Everybody goes around him as Fair went to the inside, Tanner to the outside. Guthrie keeps in the gas. The green flag stays out. 20 of Ron the Fultz showing the way. What a great job of skill of driving by all those drivers to miss. Guthrie spinning down in that corner. Ron the Fultz with a sizable lead. The battle really for 2nd between Andy Wiles and Mike LaFultz as Ron the Fultz gets the white flag with 1 more lap to go. Wiles and Mike LaFultz. Again, a good battle for 2nd. Wiles goes low to block Mike LaFultz as they come out of turn number 2. Your leader coming out through turn number 3. Out of turn number 4. Here he comes. It's going to be Ron the Fultz who will get the win as 2nd this year. Wiles and Mike LaFultz side by side for 2nd. Here they come. It's going to be the 21 of Mike LaFultz beating out Andy Wiles at the line. How about that coming from the back of the field? Dennis Fair, Steve Tanner, and Baldwin as they come by the start-finish line. But how about a big hand for Ron the Fultz in the 20 car getting the win? Coming out of the corner, John Willard, 10 feature victories this year here at I-35 Speedway. Through the exit of 3, through turn number 4, here they come. Out of 4, the green flag is out, and the race is on. Quickly, the inside, here comes Joseph Mick. 3 wide through the middle of the pack as well as everybody bunched up now. 3 wide for the lead going into turn number 2. David Miller III shooting to the lead. Coming through turn number 3, right behind him, John Willard. Watch Mick on the inside line as he'll try to take over that spot. 3 wide for second at the start-finish line. Isaiah Penton in that group. Now he slides up a little bit. Here comes Castellano making a move to the inside. Wow, is he quick. Right inside Willard, moving up for a battle for third. Meanwhile, up front, it's David Miller III showing the way. Mick in second. Castellano side by side for Willard with Willard for third. Isaiah Penton right up in that group, too. 5-car breakaway at the front of the field. Penton put some pressure on Castellano towards the back of that group, but up front, boy, David Miller III, is he running away from that pack? David Miller III down into turn number 1, showing the way into the corner. Here comes Willard to the inside of Joseph Mick, side by side for second. Mick and Willard side by side through into turn number 3. Willard to the inside line. Mick, what a great battle through the middle of the field as well. A couple of cars side by side, 2 by 2 through the field as Alvin Cooney trying to make his way up to that group. David Miller III, a good lead as he comes down into turn number 3. 6 wins for Miller on the season so far, and he's got Willard right behind him as they hit the halfway point this time by. Again, here comes Willard to the inside of Miller, side by side for the lead, out of turn number 2. Down the backstretch, Miller takes over that spot. Willard again to the inside line in turn number 3. In 4, side by side for the lead. Here's Willard and Miller. Miller trying to hang on by the narrow margin. Here comes Willard back to the inside. He'll try the move right up in front of Miller. Miller tries a crossover move. Here comes David Miller back to the inside of Willard. Side by side for the lead. They go down into turn number 3. Out of 4, it's going to be Willard who will show the way. John Willard with 11 or 10 feature victories on the season, looking for win number 11. David Miller just behind him. Mick in third. Great battles throughout the track as well. 2 laps to go this time by. Isaiah Penton getting some pressure from Nick Castellano, but up front it's John Willard. John Willard now a sizable lead on David Miller III. Miller trying to close up some ground. Here's a good closure right there down into turn number 3. But Willard using that inside line will take the white flag. But 1 more lap to go for Willard, followed by David Miller III. Joseph Mick. Penton, Castellano. Out of turn number 3. Here it comes, trying to get win number 11, and he will get it. It'll be John Willard in the half-crazy Batmobile with win number 11, followed by David Miller III. Joseph Mick, Isaiah Penton as they come to the line with Castellano. Christian Peace, the 69 of Alvin Cooney, and the rest of the group come by. How about a big hand for John Willard with win? They roll down the backstretch. 12 laps again to decide with $500 going to tonight's feature winner. Thanks to the Knight family as they come out of turn number 4. The green flag is out and we are underway. Ricky Bobby to the lead. Matt Dorsum in that group as well as they come to the corner. A spin down in turn 4, but the green flag stays out. Dorsum moves into second. Bobby Lopez in third. Curlis down there with Shawnee Lanning to the outside. Everybody bunched up for behind the leader, Ricky Bobby, as he leads him through the corner, and it looks like we have a spin down there as Ross spins down in turn number 3. First lap went up on the board. Down the backstretch into 3, into 4, hit the gas and get this thing underway with 12 laps to decide. $500 to the feature winner. Bobby hits the gas and we are underway. Green flag is out, and here we go. Dorsum quickly up into second, but here comes Lanning and Lopez, Curlis, and Mulek as they go nearly 4 wide into the corner. Dorsum looked like he may have brushed the wall coming out of turn 2. He'll look inside. Ricky Bobby makes the spin, and Dorsum spins right in front of the field as everybody tries to go around him. One other car gets into him as they go into turn number 4. Incidental damage with Dorsum, but he spun there as the start of the race in turn number 3. Now give you an idea of how big this field is. Ricky Bobby leads them as they come out of turn number 4. The green flag is out and we're back underway. Ricky Bobby, here comes Shawnee Lanning putting some pressure on Bobby Lopez. Curlis down in there as well. Going into the corner, Shawnee Lanning moves to the inside. A spin down in turn number 4. They keep going. The green flag stays out. Lopez with some pressure on the inside. Here comes Shawnee Lanning. Weidman goes off the track in turn number 3. He keeps it going. Cars off through the track, and again, it looks like we're going to get the caution flag as a couple of cars. The leader, Ricky Bobby, into the lap car, coming back on the track off the excursion in turn 1 and 2. Flag racing. We have 1 lap down with 11 to go for the E-Mods here at I-35 Speedway. Big night for the points battle as well as Dorsum and Lanning going after it. Dorsum spins down there now at the back of the field. Lanning trying to keep that points lead as she's up front. Here we go in the second spot. Green flag is out and we're back underway. Ricky Bobby, here comes Shawnee Lanning to his inside, putting some pressure. Curlis right there. Here comes also Bobby Lopez in the 1L car. He slides into third. Curlis back at the inside as Bobby Lopez comes to the high sideline of Lanning, but it's going to be Ricky Bobby who will lead the lap as they come by the start-finish line, followed by Shawnee Lanning. Several cars getting collected down in turn 4, but everybody keeps their foot in it. Here comes Shawnee Lanning to the inside, challenging for the lead on Ricky Bobby. Down the inside of turn number 3, inside of turn number 4. Here they come out of 4. It's going to be Shawnee Lanning leading the lap as they come by to complete lap number 3. Lanning, Curlis, back there battling with Bobby Lopez for third. He'll move up into third. Lopez has to slow down a little bit. Here comes Mulek to the inside of Bobby Lopez as well. 7 cars up towards the front of the group, but it's Shawnee Lanning showing the way as she comes by again and complete lap number 4. 8 laps remaining. She'll have some slow traffic going to the high side line as Lanning tries to negotiate going to the low line. Lanning gets by the lap traffic on the backstretch. Now Ricky Bobby just behind her, and the caution flag comes out once again. Jesse Johnson with green flag getting ready to come out for Shawnee Lanning as she comes slowly to the top side of the banking in turn number 3. Hits the gas out of 4. The green flag is out, and we are back underway. Ricky Bobby in second. Curlis. Here comes Jesse James Mulek as well as they come down into turn number 1. Mulek goes to the high side. Lanning taking the lead and very sizably by about a couple of car lengths. Ricky Bobby back in second now, a couple of car lengths back with Curlis in third. Lanning, Bobby, Curlis looking the inside of Ricky Bobby now as they go down into turn number 1. Curlis takes over the second spot. Jesse James Mulek trying to follow suit as well as he's now inside Ricky Bobby, battling for the third position. Through the corner they go out of turn number 3. Out of 4. Again, Shawnee Lanning showing the way with 6 laps down. Just at the halfway point, Shawnee Lanning trying to hold on for 6 laps to get $500 on a car over the banking in turn number 2. Dropping down off the banking in turn 2 as a caution flag comes out. Takes him again slowly down the backstretch. Curlis right behind her. Jesse James Mulek in the third position. Ricky Bobby in fourth as they come out of turn number 3. Lanning hits the gas and we are back underway. Shawnee Lanning trying to put as many green flag laps and as much distance between her and Curlis and Mulek as she can as she sets sail down into turn number 3. Curlis right behind her, Mulek, and here comes a lot of fast race cars to the top. Burnett, one of those as he goes to the high side line. 2 cars getting collected in turn number 3. One of those is Leroy Morrison in the 50 car. Last week's feature winner in that 23BX car, that white car back there in about 6th position. Green flag is out, and we are back underway. Landing again, leading the field as she goes down into turn number 1. Curlis taking the low line. Mulek goes underneath, trying to take a nose underneath of Curlis. Couldn't do it this time by. Again, here comes Burnett on the high side. The only car running the cushion. He's got a couple of positions up on the high side as he comes out of 4. Nearly 3 wide through the corner as he gets next to Asher coming into turn number 1. Mulek takes the high line. Couldn't make the pass up there either. Now Burnett quickly almost up into 4th position as he comes down the backstretch. 3 wide through that position for 4th, 5th, and 6th as they come out of turn number 4. What an amazing race as they come down the front stretch. Shawnee Lanning still showing the way. 9 laps down now. Down the backstretch she goes. Laps are ticking away. 2 laps remain for Shawnee Lanning. Curlis in 2nd. Mulek to the high side on Curlis for the 2nd spot. Can't make the pass as Burnett very quickly. We told you to keep your eyes on him. He's right behind Mulek. He's making a challenge for 3rd as they come out of turn 2. They'll look for the white flag this time by Shawnee Lanning. Trying to get the win. Here she comes out of the corner. Shawnee Lanning. White flag with 1 more lap remaining. Lanning looking for win number 6. Curlis to the inside. Jesse James Mulek there. Here comes Casey Burnett in 4th. Mulek slides into 2nd. Meanwhile, Lanning comfortably up to the lead. She'll come out of turn number 4 for win number 6. Shawnee Lanning gets the win, followed by Mulek, Curlis, Burnett, Asher, Ricky Bobby, and a host of others right behind him as it looked like Matt Dorsum trying to make his way up there in a 3-wide battle along with Ricky Bobby, Bobby Lopez. As a very exciting race for this group, and Shawnee Lanning gets the win. How about a big hand for the driver of the 09?